Welcome back, everyone. So the kids are back in school, and you know what? We need to get them on a good sleep track. If you're like me, it's a little hard when Fortnite rules the house, but we have an expert to help us with that. Jamie Engelman is a certified sleep consultant with Oh Baby Consulting in Phoenix. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So on average, how much sleep, let's start with young kids, should they be getting?
So preschoolers through the preteen years, about puberty, should really be getting 10 to 12 hours of uninterrupted sleep a night.
Uninterrupted is key.
Yes, that's key. And
what about teenagers?
Teenagers, their sleep needs are a little less, 9 to 10 hours, but still so important. And adults, it's more to 7 to 9 hours.
Okay, so why is this so crucial, especially for our young kids and our teens when they're at school?
Yeah, so we know that school requires a lot of children and older kids too, you know, a lot of executive functioning, being able to focus and, you know, really have your mind sharp. And sleep, we know, is so connected to all of those things. So it's really important to have a good night's sleep to feel refreshed and restored the next day.
And you're going to give us some tips how to do that, especially for those of us at home dealing with it on a regular basis. But you also do some one-on-one work with families as well.
Yes, I do. I work with families prenatally through the preteen years to kind of help them to establish healthy sleep habits and get the whole family sleeping well.
So let's get into some of these 5 tried and true tips that you say can help parents at home if you're dealing with any of this. Number 1, be consistent. What does that mean?
Yes. So, you know, bedtimes over the summer are so inconsistent, and
That's okay. She's just moving your hair so we
That's
can hear
okay.
you better.
bedtimes in the summer are so inconsistent, and you know, it's really hard to be on a routine when there's so much going on in the evenings, and you know, daylight is so much longer. So once school starts again, it's really important to have a bedtime routine that doesn't include screens. It's about 20 to 30 minutes and gets the mind and the body ready.
And we should mention, this isn't just for kids. This is for those of us adults who sometimes have trouble sleeping as well.
Yes.
Number 2, preserve the sleep environment.
And that really means keep it dark and keep it quiet. So darkness is so key because we know that light inhibits the production of melatonin, and melatonin is that sleepy time hormone that helps the body to fall and stay asleep. So if there's any type of light from the street lights or from screens from electronics, it's going to really inhibit the production.
And you brought some beautiful candles here that, by the way, smell wonderful. So this is what you talk about too in creating that environment, right?
Yes, absolutely, making it relaxing and helping the body and brain to wind down.
Okay, screens be gone. And we talk about this a lot because technology is such a big part of our kids' life, whether it's a video game or a tablet or a phone.
Right, and you know, it's so hard with kids doing homework on the computers and being so tied to their phones, but that blue light that is emitted from our computers and our tablets is really harmful to the melatonin production. So I recommend that families shut down electronics at least an hour before bedtime to really give the melatonin enough time to rise in the body and to help sleep to come.
Okay, and finally, choose an appropriate bedtime.
Yeah, and so that's also really tough when all of our kids are doing after school activities in the evenings and parents are getting home late from work. But because kids need 10 to 12 hours of nighttime sleep, that could mean a bedtime between 7 and 8 p.m. and that means in bed, lights out, falling asleep. So what I recommend for families who have a bedtime much later than this is to move it forward by 15 minutes every 3 nights.
Okay.
So you're kind of gradually getting back into that window of that 7 to 8 p.m. so that you're getting a good 10 to 12 hours of sleep.
Great tips, great information. If you want more, by the way, or maybe some one-on-one consulting, you can find Jamie at ohbabyconsulting.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and my pleasure.